there's a brother, I just read a question that he's asking about, can you give advice about young brothers opening WhatsApp group or group speaking about Deen of Allah without having student of knowledge to supervise them?
Was that for me?
Yeah, you can say something.
Oh, just a general advice, really.
It's general advice.
If you're going to open up a WhatsApp group or any sort of group, then it should be done under supervision, of, not by me or, wherever it may be, but someone of, age and khibra in the da'wah. Someone that is, sat with the mashaykh, someone that is known to the mashaykh or known to the du'at, so that, the tone of that which is whatever being put forth is understood. Not every form of knowledge should be for literally anyone out there. Like certain forms of knowledge should only be for certain people. And, if someone's, for some reason, been put in charge of a WhatsApp group and he hasn't necessarily studied or necessarily sat with the ulama, he hasn't really got that adab, he may start putting himself forward because he has a WhatsApp group for other things. You know what I mean? It can give birth to other issues. Not to say it becomes mubtadi', not to say it becomes, dal mudil, but these are the stepping stones towards, a particular thing which we, really prohibit and warn against, because tasaddar is something, I remember in Medina, that the ulama always used to speak about. Tasaddar, putting yourself forward.
Tasaddar, yeah.
Especially in front of those that preceded you by like 10, 15 years, or even, maybe 5 or 6, because you believe you're special. Sometimes, Allah musta'an, and Allah preserve us, you find brothers, mashallah, they're good at Arabic, they're good at Quran, and then they say to themselves, it's my time. I remember Uwais Tawil, hafidhullah, he mentioned it in your house, Shamsi. A lot of them are affected by ghurur al-nafs. They're self-deluded. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless them, they become the key, intelligent in how they, do istihdar, they extrapolate something from the hadith al-warida or the ayat al-Qur'aniyah. They have something from that which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed them, they now misuse it.
Yes,
they have to use it against the du'at. They say so-and-so can't even read Arabic properly, or so-and-so doesn't even know the Qur'an, when they've been doing it for 20-something years. But yet, because you, mashallah, graduated and you all of a sudden sat with so-and-so from the mashaykh, you now believe it's your turn. So we have to really, really understand tasaddar, forward is a big thing, and it's a big fitna. And this is from the ways in which lead a person to eventually say, I don't need the jama'ah no more. I can do my own thing. You know what I mean? And they leave off the community and they start.
1 second, Akhi, 1 second.
They start off their own, how do I say it? Cool, if you like.
Yeah, on YouTube channel or Instagram.
Yeah, and what happens is actually they ascertain large portions of knowledge. So they ascertain large portions of knowledge which not many understand. For example, maybe, Imam Dhahabi, sometimes you find him praising people. You find him praising people that have got, a few things here and there. But this knowledge is only really known to the Tullab al-Ilm. That Imam Dhahabi is a bit, he has some, what's the word? Tazahul in praising people in their biographies. So what they'll do is say so-and-so praising from the ulama, when in actual reality, this is not supposed to be extrapolated or even put forth to the people in that sense. Not to say Imam Dhahabi, there's something wrong with him. No, he's excellent. But not every individual should be put forth for whatever it may be.
Yes, it's very dangerous, akhi, and you see people putting themselves forward and also belittling, belittling those who have preceded them in da'wah, and it's very dangerous. I mean, especially now in our time with social media, da'wah became a joke. Like how on earth we do reaction videos about undressed women or about sinners, about fusaq, and you say this da'wah. Like, I remember one of these guys, he made a reaction video about a guy, he's famous on YouTube because his phone went off and he had Quran. And this is not da'wah, it is da'wah al-anbiya. My brothers and sisters, did you hear in the Quran or the Sunnah, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, or Nuh, and Musa, wa Isa, wa Yahya, wa Ayyuba, wa Yunus, and other prophets and messengers talk out their wives and start joking around claiming this da'wah? Billah alaykum. This is da'wah, my brothers. This is Islam. That's not the da'wah, may Allah bless you all. So you have to be careful. Sometimes shaitan, yugharriruka. try to deceive you by claiming, look, you know how to speak, you know, you have memorized Quran, you know, and even this fitna of YouTube. Wallahi, I don't know. I'm not going to go in people's hearts, but you know, how you gonna face the phone and turn it on and you start reciting Quran and just going like this, this is not the way, you know, this takhashu', like, you know, I mean, like, you know, like, okay, people listen to Quran, akhi. There's Sadiq al-Manshawi, there is Ma'al Mu'aykli, there is other reciters. You know, it's a fitna, you know, billah. You know, we have, all of us, including myself, we have to fear for ourselves the fitna of showing off, you know, and like, you know, opening, you know, or just reading and like reading Quran. I don't know what is the intent behind someone, you know, use Instagram, put a Quran, moving his head, like you showing that you have khushu'. I don't know, like, okay, you know, leading, if you're in a prayer, leading people recording it, okay, you have khushu', alhamdulillah, inshallah, you're sincere, you're giving a talk, that's you become you become emotional, it's understandable. But to subhanallah, to it is dangerous now, billah min dhalik, man. I mean, you know, just all of us, maybe the brothers, they're doing it just to remind the people, but you know, have you asked the ulama about this? Say, ya ulama, mashayikh, you know, what do you think, me open Instagram and turn it on and recite the Quran to people, and you know, I don't know, Allah alam, it's dangerous, man. You have to be careful. And you know, as I've said, social media has given a platform to anyone to speak about the deen of Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala. That's why we have to, inshallah ta'ala, by Allah's tawfiq, we have given a platform to anyone to speak about the deen of Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala. That's why we have to, inshallah ta'ala, by Allah's tawfiq, we have to learn the correct aqidah, the correct methodology to spread it.
Yes.
You know, you don't have to have Instagram or YouTube channel to spread it. Teach your family to. But if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants you to be online or to give da'wah, then will come, your time will come. You know, but we don't put ourselves forward. We don't do that, alhamdulillah. Barakallahu fiikum.
Yeah, it just reminds me what Sheikh Abdul Bukhari, he used to mention. He said, Ikhwan. This is in Jami' Ridwan.
Yeah.
Not too long ago, he said, Ikhwan, al-ilmu bil-tadarruj, knowledge in stages. And what you find, many youth of today, they don't want to take the long way to the top, if you can somewhat say it like that, you know. They don't want to, you know, embark upon the initial stages, like study the very basics of Arabic, study the Quran. They want the quick route. You know what I mean? They want to get to the top without any dirasa, without any studies. And what it is, because they see people at the top, they shun it all aside. Actually, you know how many people turn up for Tahfiz al-Quran? How many people turn up for Medina Book 1? How many people turn up for Medina Book 2? Not to say this is the only way you can learn. I'm just giving an example. It starts off 10, then before you know it, 10 lessons of God is 1. So, you know, not to say that.
Go down.
You know, I'm only saying this because, you know, you have to understand that, you know, this deen, or this is how I kind of see it, is not a sprint. It's a marathon. You have to pace yourself. Don't throw yourself in the deep end in debate with the Sanadid al-Kufra, those most deviant in disbelief. And then, as you remember, Shamsi, come to... Remember he came to you and said, how do I refute this doubt? Do you remember? He come. You know what I'm talking about? In the park, akhi. He was throwing himself forward to those of deviance, you know, from the Nasara. And then he came to you and it's like, Shamsi, I beg you come. Please, refute this doubt.
I can't remember.
You know him. I'm not going to say now, actually. You know, he came to...
I know. Ali.
Another one. It was another one as well.
Okay. Ali, how can I...
And do you remember what he said, akhi? Do you remember?
Even with the Khawarij. He said, my laptop is off.
Do you remember what he said, akhi? I think you advised him, or someone advised him, why did you not just say Allah knows best? He said, I didn't want to say that, for I feared the people would think that I don't know what I'm talking about. No.
I can't remember that, subhanAllah.
Yeah, I don't think you know who I'm talking about. I'll have to remind you another time, akhi.
Inshallah.
He said this, akhi. He said this.
Yeah, it's dangerous. It's dangerous. No, akhi, it's ajib, akhi, Allah al-musta'an. You know, subhanAllah. That's why it's true, because you have to study. Alhamdulillah, you can see people that wants to study, and you can see people coming to classes. We're not saying here everyone must be scholar or student of knowledge. No.
Yeah.
Some people, maybe they're good at becoming a doctors. Some people becoming physicists. You know, we're not saying, but what we are saying here, conveying from the teaching that we learned from the mashayikh directly or indirectly, that we have to be very careful, my brothers and sisters. You know, I remember there's a guy contacted me, and subhanallah, he refused doubt on Instagram. Akhi, the guy was asking, he's telling me himself he has doubts.
Yeah.
You know, oh, I dropped the phone.
Almost.
himself has doubts. So I said, akhi, it's a mushkila. What we have to do, my brothers and sisters of Islam, may Allah bless all.
Yeah.
Tomorrow is Thursday. If you're able to fast, fast. What differentiates us from the rest of other religions, that Islam is a belief, statement, implementation. Let's implement for our iman to be strong. Let's implement the teaching and try to get closer to Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala. We'll stop here, my brothers and sisters of Islam. May Allah bless you all. Probably we'll have another time.